This is the first. Man, it's one of them days. What's happening, man? It's one of them days. And it just so happened this situation happened right after the same day I was confronted with an issue with the police. And I was explaining like to somebody that, man, some of our reactions to the police don't be just because we fucked up people. It don't be because we fucked up people. Our reaction to the police is because we understand what they're capable of and who the enemy is. If you got somebody that they grew up like a citizen, they lived in a house, if they had a problem, we call the police. If you call the police and they not you and you don't get the outcome that you was looking for, then all of a sudden you may look at them different. But if you think the policemen are your friends, they're here to protect and serve, if you under that fucking illusion, then you under an illusion. You got the history books right there. I remember when old boy got killed in New York and he told him I couldn't breathe, man, I imagine myself under like I thought I was him because I'm a big fella anyway. So if I get to tripping, they're gonna use excess force on my ass because they're gonna be like, that's a big motherfucker. So we're gonna have to try to subdue him from the gate. And the thing is, old boy wasn't struggling, and neither was dude. He couldn't struggle. He had a whole ass knee on his neck. I know how that feels. I'm not by the police, but I know how it feels because I remember wrestling with my homie that was like 250 pounds and I wasn't even 200. And he got me and hit me down with his forearm in the back of my neck. I was like, all right, I had to tap. But my neck was fucked up for about like a month after that happened. So I know, especially right there. And then when he's saying he can't breathe, man, I cried when Garner died right in our face. And I shed tears for George too, because that didn't have to happen. That did not have to happen. And then on top of that, this is what really got me pissed off. My homie posted, go to Facebook, Kevin Gray. He posted the picture. I don't know how he got it. I don't know how he got it, but he got a picture of that police with a Make America White Again. Make America White Again. No, make whites great again. Right next to a picture with him, a picture of him, and it's right next to him with his foot on George's neck. They tripping in Minneapolis right now. They tripping. But the thing is, some people really don't know what the police is capable of. They really don't. I do. I know the score. And everybody in Minneapolis, this is not the first time police brutality has happened in Minneapolis. It's not the first time. And Minneapolis got a history of tearing that motherfucker up too. And St. Louis. So yesterday, I'm gonna make a funny video about it because I had to get over it. But yesterday, did I really come out here with no fucking lighter? I really did that. Man, if you watching, can you bring me a lighter? But anyhow, hey, you know what? I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all because y'all family anyway. But I have never lived in a house like my own. I never lived in a house. It was always apartments and shit. So yeah, my life has changed. And what I don't get is nosy ass neighbors that always call the police. They call the police instead of coming and handling the situation. Like you can talk to somebody all day and night. Thank you. You could talk to somebody all day and night, especially if they in your neighborhood. You got a problem that bad. Don't call the police when the motherfuckers live right across the street, unless you're scary. That's one thing. If you're scary, I understand. Call the police. Maybe they might help you. They might help you. But if you got a personal problem with somebody and something that can be easily rectified, man, fuck. I ain't gonna say fuck the police, but fuck the police. But anyhow, so they mad. I'm fixing on Dusty, right? I'm fixing Dusty because I gotta change the spark plugs and shit, and I gotta adjust the air fuel mixture. This shit got me shaking. This shit got me shaking. So next thing you know, I'm in the back chilling. Well, no, let me go back. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. I was driving up and down the street. I was zooming because Dusty, he fast. He barely step on the gas. But I had to get the air fuel mixture right. So I was kind of zooming. I was driving a little fast. Next thing you know, the police pop up at the door. Ring go off. I love the rings. I love them rings. I'm telling you. But the doorbell go off. I look at it. Actually, I see a white dude. So I creep to the door to get a closer look. It's the police. I go back to the backyard, tell Drina, hey, it's the police at the door. So when the police come to the door, Drina go out and talk to him, right? I'm gonna post the food. I'm gonna post the ring, them. I'm gonna post all that shit. Or Drina might post it on her channel. But Drina was like, no, you stay back. Let me go holler at him. So she went out and hollered at him. The motherfucker said, we got multiple reports. Multiple reports of your car going up and down the street. But he left certain clues in what he was saying that let us know exactly who it was. Exactly who it was. And I had a negative reason. If you've never been to prison or you never really dealt with police on a regular day-to-day basis, it may be hard for you to understand why certain people have reactions to the police like that. They've been the oppressor. For people of my kind, and I'm not saying black. I'm saying people of the struggle. People of my kind, we've been through the score. That's why we try to post this shit and get the word out so people know what time it is. And so when the police come to the door, he talking, and he also made a note to let Drina know the people that called were white. Just so you know, all the people that called on you were white. So the thing is, why would he tell me that? Not me. Why would he tell Drina that? Most of the people that called were whites. Simple. To let you know what the score is. I know this. When I got out of prison and I got off of fucking probation and parole, man, look at here. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. None of that shit. I got rights now, allegedly. I got rights now, allegedly. So I'm gonna defend myself, and I'm gonna talk my shit, and I'm gonna push the envelope to a certain point. I ain't crazy. They're not gonna have me on the ground with a knee in my neck, because there's a lot of measures that you can take before it gets there. He could have just complied. But from there, once you see, this is the thing. Once the police have you under control, they have you under control. He said, I can't breathe. He wasn't even moving. Come on, man. And then he putting his hand on his knee to put more pressure. On his thigh, to push more pressure on his neck. And then it comes out here racist. You got racist police policing blacks, Mexicans, Asians, but these is racist police to begin with. I'm gonna tell you about Atlanta. We're gonna talk about Atlanta. Hella black people in Atlanta. Man, Atlanta is majority black. Period. As soon as you jump off the airplane, all you see is black. Everything. Even the people that work at the airport is black. Not too many white people. But they have towns in Atlanta, like, for example, Fayetteville. All the police is majority white. But then the black police act white too out there for the most part. But most of those police went to school there, and they remember when Fayetteville was majority white, and then the blacks moved in. But they was racist before. So if they was racist when they was in high school and shit, now they're police. They ain't liking that they didn't lost their town to blacks. Like their town is majority blacks, and the whites have to go into obscurity. So you got the police now that get back finally. When I told you I met somebody that went to jail for running a stop sign, that was a true story, and it was a female from Chicago. Chicago. Just got down there, just moved down there, ran a stop sign. Her partner had some little roach on her or something like that, a blunt. They took the girl that ran the stop sign, they took her ass to jail. And the offense is running a stop sign while having an out-of-state license. How fair is that? You can make anything with an out-of-state license, especially in them little towns. Maybe not in central Atlanta like the downtown, but all in them little towns. If you have an out-of-state license in Georgia and you commit any offense, they will take your ass to jail. So the system is designed to fail wherever they want it to fail. So if they're gonna put some racists in control of us, because that picture I seen of that officer is for surely a motherfucking, damn, man. I wish I could see, the shit is on this phone, so I wish I could show y'all some shit. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna have to get her. I'm gonna get a phone. I'm gonna show y'all. All right, let me answer some of these questions. Let me go back. What's up, Jay? Saying, Cal, man, I see you. When do we stop filming and intervene? It's funny you say that, because I told Drina, I said, look, if I was standing right there and I seen that, I would, man, look, this is just me. I don't recommend this for everybody. I don't recommend it, but this is just me. If the police is sitting there with their knee on somebody's neck that's dying, he's dying, and I know it, man, I tell you this, I'm going to take my chances, and I'm going to charge that motherfucker and knock him off to give that man a fighting chance. And then, guess what I'm going to do after that? I'm going to lay my black ass down. I'm gonna lay my black ass down. I'm gonna knock him down. I'm gonna lay my black ass down and let them do what they do. They probably beat me up all the shit. Probably beat me up in the county and in the jail, in the jail too. All the shit. But I'm not about to stand by and watch that. I'm not about to stand by and watch that. Because then, if you stand by, listen to this. If you stand by and watch that man die, his voice is gonna haunt them people for the rest of their life. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's bad enough people got COVID and they can't breathe. People got COVID and can't breathe right now. That's understandable. But you should not have to die at the hands of a knee on your neck from a punk ass, scrawny ass police. A punk one that, oh man. Rest in peace, George, man. Rest in peace, George. Now, what I do want to know, I did not go into it, but there was also something in the news about the white lady with the phone. What was that about? I hate the phrase, if you can talk, you can breathe. That's a motherfucking, you are right. That is not true. You can talk, you can breathe. Hell nah, you can't. That you're actually exerting the last breaths that you have to get that out. And and the thing about constricting is like a snake. When a snake wraps you up, every time you breathe and go, it gets tighter. So every time he spoke and said, I can't breathe more, that's allowing more pressure onto his windpipe. That's allowing more pressure onto his neck. And whenever you want to knock somebody out, we call it the Murphy. We call it getting choked out. Murphy. What was the other one? We had another name for it because we used to do the knockout game. Come up behind you and wrap your ass up and go to sleep. Go to sleep. We used to do that shit. So the thing about go to sleep is you got the glands or whatever on the side of your neck. You got oxygen pathways. So if you want to knock somebody out, when you see somebody knock them out, you cut off the airway here, not here. Like you'll choke somebody and choke their throat. That's when they dying. But if you put pressure right here and here, it's still oxygen going from your brain to here. So if you put direct pressure on that, because like I said, we used to do the knockout game and do that. But you heard stories of people that wasn't coming back. Like they'll get knocked out, they get and they go to sleep and they don't wake up. That's why we wisened up and stopped doing that shit. Because people was dying. I don't even think, man, they should go change mandate or do something about that, because them two are not, Eric and George are not the only two people to die from pressure on the neck. That shit happens in the county jail. That happens in the county jail. See, this isn't just on the streets. Police brutality is not just on the streets. It is in prison too. And jails, prisons, jails, YAs, juvenile halls, camps. That shit is going on everywhere. And they all employ damn near the same tactics. That's why if you really know how to talk to police, you can damn near talk to any police. If you know how to talk to them. They tear Minneapolis up. Did y'all see that mayor though? Did y'all see the mayor? That motherfucker was wore out trying to talk. Oh, so here's another thing. Roseville. That's why I wanted to talk to Herb Dizzle. Because in Roseville, hey Pinky, what's up, Pinky? Isha, what's up, Chanel? What's up, Jay? Droop 100. Yeah, you with the guy in the park, Central Park, and the dog. Pork chop bacon baiter, bitch. A pork chop bacon baiter. That sound like a burger at Wendy's. Wonder why they hate us so much. You know what? I personally believe a lot of them police had issues growing up. I believe a lot of them was bullied. I believe a lot of them had underlying desire for power, and then they get it and they abuse it. That's why everybody's not meant to be in positions of power. Everybody's not meant to have power, period, because they don't know how it goes to their head. Just like everybody's not meant to be a parent. Everybody's not meant to be a police. But the thing about the police is it's a numbers game for them. So they accept everybody. The mental capacity test that they take, they'll probably help you. If your record is clean, they will probably help you or show you to do what you, just like anything. There's a way around hella shit. So you got a police that got a history of racism and they don't know it. They must not be doing that good of a background check. You got a police with a history of abuse on his wife, and they letting him in. So their little background check, all they worried about is do you have a felony and we need you. Same thing. I mean, if you don't have a felony, we need you. Same thing with correctional officers. Everybody's not meant to be a CO. Everybody's not meant to be a correctional officer. That's why you got little ass female COs walking in there talking shit to people. Unreal sense of power. That's what happens too. You give them an unreal sense of power because they're not meant to be there. If they seen that, if they was aware of that make whites great again hat that police was wearing, would they have hired him? Unfortunately, the answer is most likely yes, they would have. What's up, Jason? So it don't be that they hate us. I think they be hating themselves. They be hating themselves. So this is how we categorize police in prison. You got police that feel it's their job to make your job harder. I mean, to make your life harder. They come to work like, who can I fuck with today? That's their mentality. That's not the they not meant to be. They not meant. Even though you gotta have you some top cops, but still, the police that come to work to fuck your life up, them the police that ain't cool. But then you got some that their job is in their mind, they like, I got a family, I gotta provide, so I'm coming here to do my 8 and hit the gate. That's their thing. I'm here to do my 8 and hit the gate. I ain't here to get caught up in none of y'all politics, trying to searching your cells every other day. Them the police you can work with. But the ones that come to make your life harder, fuck them. Fuck them. So check me out. I need this phone right here ain't got the stuff, so I'm gonna need to see the iPad or the phone so I can show them about my yesterday. Give them a good laugh one time. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that park shit too. Surprisingly, I knew how to talk to them inside. Unsurprisingly, so you would think somebody that's as outspoken as me would have had a whole lot of problems with the police inside. but inside it's about respect. It's about respect because one thing that the inmates had as an advantage on the police is that at any given time, if all the inmates came together, them police would be reconsidering life. That's the advantage. But you, like I say, man, I remember one time I had been in prison probably been in prison about like 3 weeks. And these two Crips was jumping another Crip. One of the Crips it was a one-on-one fight. One of the Crips was trying to break that shit up. Top cop ass Cruz came over. And back then in prison, they used to have real billy clubs. I'm talking about real billy clubs. And then when they hit that nigga, when they hit him with that billy club, man, his whole body went straight. Boom, he was stuck. Uh-huh. Okay. I am truly hotboxing. All right, so this is what happened yesterday.
I keep talking to you because it's been brought to our attention multiple times that whoever owns this car has been kind of one fixing it, which isn't a problem. But when he's revving the engine and going up and down the street over 25 miles an hour, kids are outside. I had 2 calls today that he did loops about 6 to 7 times up and down the street this morning. So,
working on it this morning.
Yeah, well, like I said, I had multiple calls from some different neighbors concerned. So what I do is I usually come out, try to talk to the homeowner, say, hey, you be a little bit more careful, especially in a neighborhood. I don't know if boyfriend, they were like, hey, the lady's super nice that lives there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a guy that's just staying with her, boyfriend, what, but they go, he went up and down the street about 6 or 7 times a day, extremely fast.
Yeah.
And he normally parks it halfway block sidewalk when he has it out in the street. So they said, hey, we don't care about that, but today there was kids outside. He came revving up and down the street multiple times.
I did hear it. I know he was changing spark plugs or doing something, and I know he had to test it.
Okay.
That's probably what they were hearing this morning. But as far as kids being outside, that's like totally uncool. And yes, he does live here. He is a resident here.
Okay.
And
so just give him the heads up. So what I usually do is I try to come out, give a warning.
Yeah.
And then if they continue, like they're calling it, then we end up usually posting up, and then I have to take action. I don't like to go that route. But like I said, so I was hoping I could just come and tell them, hey, man, it's one thing to take it out on Main Street and drive a little bit faster, but in a residential neighborhood or where you live, you don't want to cause more problems with neighbors. So just give them the heads up. And like I said, make sure you tell them, because I don't want to ride parking tickets either, but you'll pull in, nose in, and the front end or back end will be blocking the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, I'm also out of South Stack CHP. I'm just working with the sheriff's station, that's why I'm in another car.
Right on, yeah.
Okay.
So typically, it's not parked out there.
Y'all see Dusty in the background?
I know exactly what they're talking about. The Infinity was not working.
Okay.
So it was halfway in the driveway. So we didn't have anywhere to park the extra car. But the Infinity is running now, so as you can see, it's pushed over. So now we have space to park all vehicles on the property, so it's not even halfway off. Or sometimes my truck is halfway off, or my son, his red SUV, is halfway off. And I don't know.
The neighbors I call were all like super nice.
Yeah.
Hold on, did y'all hear that? Hold on, let me go back. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. Oh shit, man. Oh, okay.
So like I said, just let them know so that way
I want y'all to hear that. He say, hold on. My bad. Listen to this. Did y'all hear that? The neighbors that called was all white. So this what happened as a result. Hold on. Where is that? Hold on. That's the thing, man. Drina just got this damn Drina just got this damn iPad thing. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I be getting lost. Let me see. Bam. She gonna have to show me how to do this thing. Let me see. Bam. Bam, you gotta come do this. Bam. Yeah, you gotta come do this thing. Video clips, layout, favorites, recent. Okay, wait, bam. Look, she gotta come save me. She gotta come save me. I was looking there.
It was right below.
Hold up.
You was way back. That's right.
Here.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So as a result of them coming, this what happened. Hold on. So daughter, one of them dirt got hands. Then I got mad. Let's see. Oh shit.
God, thank yourself.
I had to punch that shit out. So then she proceeded to ask me how I felt.
So, what do you think about what just happened with the police and our neighbors and Dusty?
For me, it's a learning experience altogether. It's a learning experience altogether that people got business that ain't their own. But I mean, the police had a point. There was kids out there, but I made sure they was on the side of the street. And the way Dusty is, you barely tap on the gas and he be ready to go somewhere. And it don't help that he hella loud and shit. So then they gonna call the police and bring the police to the door. That's why I was punching that thing like that. That's some bullshit. But it's all good though. I'm gonna put Dusty in low 1, first gear. And I'm gonna cruise into this motherfucker at 5 miles an hour and set off everybody's car alarm.
Just until you get out the neighborhood. Just until you get out the cul-de-sac. How about that?
I'm gonna drive like an old lady from here on out in the cul-de-sac with my duals barking. Then they're gonna complain about that too. But it's all good. I'm a citizen. Period. I was hot. And then to think that happened yesterday. Then to know that happened yesterday. Man, look. People like, when I say people, I mean people that been in the pen, man, and you come out here in this world, they not playing fair. It's all in our face what they capable of. And it's a lot of people that ain't here as a result of that. Keep the streak alive. Smack, what is it, man? Where you been? What's up, Perico? Long beard. Arr! It's too early to drink. He said shame it wasn't his head on everything. But see, I know how to talk to him. I won't put myself in positions. It's really about talking to these. Really, it's about establishing respect first. Drina got videos on her channel about knowing your rights with Keith Staten, about the tactics that police use. Y'all need to educate yourselves so y'all don't end up like George and every other person that died at the hands of the police. Know they tactics. He probably, if he would have followed Keith Staten's advice, he probably wouldn't have even been on the ground. If he would have just said, I need my lawyer, they probably wouldn't have took him down. But he probably got irate and one thing led to another. So protect yourselves, man. Protect yourselves. Know what the score is. Know what you up against. And know how to communicate effectively that doesn't result in your death when you're dealing with the enemy. Other than that, man, y'all have a good day. I guess the streak is over. I ain't tripping. This day wasn't about that. But, man, I will holler at y'all a little bit later when I get some more medication. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for me one time. And I will holler at y'all later. Dirty weather. Go.